Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Central Junior High School here in East Peoria, a rainy East Peoria, as the skies have opened up here within the last hour and a half, and we have received a little bit of hail, a little bit of rain, but we've got a whole lot of fun still scheduled here in the gym tonight as we get you ready for junior high basketball action. You're watching exclusive coverage of the 7th grade Class 1A Boys Basketball State Tournament. We're getting you ready for the third place game here tonight. It's the Sons of Augusta Southeastern coming in with a record of 19 wins and 4 losses, taking on the Seagull St. Sharpshooters, a record of 23-3. Both of these teams in the run for a trophy tonight. One of them will take home a last win of the season on the last day of the season. We're stepping aside here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back in a couple of minutes, we'll tell you about these two teams and their day last Saturday here at the tournament. You're watching the IESA Boys Basketball State Championships live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome you back here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, ready to serve you for all of your banking and lending needs. Try their online loan application tool a try at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Getting you ready for our third place contest here tonight in 7th grade Class 1A. It's the Seagull St. Sharpshooters taking on the Augusta Southeastern Sons. For Seagull St. coming in at 23-3 this season. They opened the tournament up with a very exciting win in our second quarterfinal of the day. They defeated Lexington 23-20 in overtime, our only overtime of the 6 games we brought you back on Saturday to open up the tournament. A very slow-paced game between both teams. Seagull St. Michael's was very patient on the offensive side. We would see them burn up to 30 or 45 seconds at times on a possession. And, of course, when you're talking 6-minute quarters here in junior high, that eats up a lot of clock, and they needed to do that against a very long, very lengthy, very pesky defensive Lexington team. They came back in the semifinals later on in the evening, lost to West Lincoln Broadwell, who will be in our title game coming up later on tonight, by a score of 43-34. This is a really fun little St. Michael sharpshooting team. A couple of guys that really kind of lead them on the scoring side. It's going to be Trenton Ballinger, 18 points in 2 games, including 10 in the semifinal, along with Cole Dawsonbrock. He had 16 points in both games. He scored 12 in the semifinal as well. You'll also see some guys like Eli Walk, a very hard-nosed, hard-working guy in the post. He scored 7 points in the 2 contests, along with Zach Ordner. He scored 3 in 2 contests. Clayton Outgilvers came off the bench for this squad and really was a nice post presence, very tough on the rebounding side. We'll need to see him do that a little bit tonight if they're going to get around this Southeastern squad, who's got a couple of bruisers on the inside who will make things tough for them in the interior. You'll also see Elijah Whittier come into the ball game. You might see some minutes from Noah Plotz in this team, and of course Walden Andrews was the 5th starter here. No points in either of the contests, but a really nice defensive guard here for this Sharpshooters squad. Seagull St. Michael's defeated Mattoon St. John's 31-24 in their regional semifinal, defeated Newton St. Thomas very handily to win the regional, and defeated East St. Louis Yowns 35-18 to win and get to the state tournament. Of course, as we told you, the OT win over Lexington and then the loss to West Lincoln Broadwell finds them here in the 3rd place contest tonight. We saw 2 varying styles from this Sharpshooters team, very slow pace, very meticulous, very patient. In the quarterfinal, in the semifinal, they were ready to run with Broadwell. We expected to see them try to maybe struggle against the Wolverines' front defense. They weren't afraid. They went at it, got at it in transition very early, tried to find some buckets. They'll also have to stay out of foul trouble here tonight, as they don't go exceptionally deep into this bench, but they've got some quality kids that will come off the starting 5 to help give them some time here and potentially claim a 3rd place win this evening. We remind you, coming up on Saturday, we'll have access of all 4 junior high state tournaments from 1A to 4A. We've got you covered here on Central Illinois Sports. If you're watching us here tonight, that means you're already locked in for coverage of those tournaments. You can tune in anytime on Saturday and watch action from any of the 4 classes that we'll have our crews at across the state of Illinois coming up this weekend. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes. When we get back, we'll tell you more about Augusta Southeastern and their run to state. You're watching the junior high state championships here live on Central Illinois Sports.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their task. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome you back here to Central Junior High School in East Peoria, Illinois for the 3rd place contest of the IESA 7th grade Class 1A state tournament. We've told you about the Sharpshooters from Seagull St. Michael's. Time to fill you in on the Sons of Augusta Southeastern and their road here to the 3rd place contest. 19 wins against 4 losses on the campaign here for Brian Shulian's team. They had a heck of a tournament here this weekend back on Saturday, where they opened things up with an extremely hot sharpshooting game where they went on a run in the first half. They ended up winning, not in a little bit of a tighter game, 47-40 over Mendota Holy Cross. They were up by as many as 20 in the first half. They were led by the sharpshooting hand of Nolan Stevens. And of course, if that name means something to you back in Hancock County or wherever you're watching from, his older brother Danny is suited up at the University of Missouri right now, and of course, young Nolan's got a little bit of Danny in him as we see things on the floor. Nice shooting kid, nice ball handler, very good court awareness, and we'll expect to see big things out of him as the years come by. But for Nolan Stevens, 24 points in the tournament, had 19 of those in the quarterfinal game. You're also going to see some guys here in the starting lineup like Hayden Wilcox, who led things there in the semifinal against West Lincoln Broadwell, along with Hudson Ramsey, Alex Rushell, Cash Lance, who had a heck of a tournament, scored 10 and 14 in 2 basketball games here. A really nice forward, kind of a little bit of a swing guard. He really likes to work the baseline in the short corner. Also good at flashing up high into the elbow in the free throw line area, and really kind of one of the main cogs that keeps things going here for the Suns. Lost in a very close game to Ottawa Marquette in the semifinal, 27-24, where they gave up 4 points in about the last 45 seconds, a game that was never really more than 4 or 6 points difference anyway. For the Suns tonight, they just need to do what they've done all season, stay focused on defense, and they've got plenty of offensive options under Brian Shulian's helm to have many scoring options here tonight. We'll expect to see that in play as St. Michael's is able to lock down one guy, but they're never able to maybe lock down everyone, and we'll see what the Suns have up their sleeve offensively. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes. It's time for the national anthem. When we come back, it'll be the Farm and Home starting lineups. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball Championships. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes here on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply. Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
A rousing rendition here of the national anthem performed tonight at Central Junior High School as we get you ready for the Farm and Home starting lineups. Farm and Home Supply. For snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Go get stocked up for winter because since it was a warm and rainy day today, you know there's going to be an icy, snowy day coming up. Let's meet the starting lineups here for the Augusta Southeastern Sun. Starting at forward, a 6th grader, number 12 is Carter Akers. At a guard, a 7th grader, number 14, Hayden Wilcox. At forward, a 7th grader, number 24, Cash Lance. At a guard position, a 6th grader, number 32, Nolan Stevens. And at the other guard, a 7th grader, number 33, Hudson Ramsey. On the opposite side for Max Nieberg's sharpshooters out of Seagull St. Michael's, a record of 23-3. Starting at guard, a 7th grader, number 4 is Cole Dawson-Brock. At guard, a 7th grader, number 22 is Zach Ordner. At guard, a 7th grader, number 10 is Trenton Ballinger. At guard, number 3, the 7th grader is Walden Andrews. And in the forward position, a 7th grader is Eli Walk. We've got a nice crowd on hand here today for tonight's 7th grade third place contest. So glad you're joining us alongside here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Our 3 men in the officials' jerseys tonight: Derek Rutledge, Tim Swearingen, and Mark Jontry. Kevin Armstrong, the serving officials representative here from the IHSA. Stevens will step into the center circle for Southeastern. On the opposite side for St. Michael's will be Zach Ordner. We're tipped up and ready to go. It's junior high state basketball action here live on Central Illinois Sports. The Suns win the tip. They'll go into what faces to be a little bit of a matchup zone here from Seagull St. Michael's. Quickly on the way, though, is Wilcox. He'll knock it in for the first bucket of the basketball game, and quickly Augusta Southeastern takes a 2-0 lead. Wilcox had a fantastic semifinal as he was trying to help lead the Suns into that title game, and they came up just short in the final minute. Seagull St. Michael's able to quickly work down. Now they work the basketball down into Ballinger. He'll get his first 2 points of the basketball game. We're tied up at 2 here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Seagull St. Michael's with an extended pressure here now. This is Lance with the basketball. Picks it up at the free throw line. Gives it down to Ramsey. Tries the baseline, nothing there, and they'll kick the basketball back out to reset. Just underway here in the first quarter of action, and that one tipped out of bounds on the hands of Eli Walk. Seagull St. Michael's in their home white jerseys tonight with purple bottoms, purple letters and numbering on the jerseys. Augusta Southeastern in the road blues tonight with gold trim and numbers and letters. A shot from Lance is no good. Rebound quickly picked back up now by Ballinger. They'll work it back over to the right side. 3 ball on the way out of the hands of Ballinger is good. Trenton Ballinger knocks it down from 19-9, and Seagull St. Michael's takes a quick 5-2 lead here in the basketball game. Ballinger with all 5 of the points now for the sharpshooters. Working now back down to the right side. This is Akers with the basketball. He'll give it back up to Lance. Dribbles around top of the key. Down into the corner to Ramsey. Lance in the post. Runner from Ramsey is up and good. Nice little running shot. It's a 5-4 basketball game now as Hudson Ramsey gets his first 2 of the night. Sharpshooters quickly running down the other end. This is Dawson Brock with it. Goes up around over Stevens. Shot is no good, but the Seagull comes up with the rebound. They'll kick it back out to Ballinger to reset here. 4:09 left to go in the first quarter. Ballinger with the basketball. Now over to Andrews with it. Surveys the scene. They work it back up to the top of the key. Seagull St. Michael's, again, as we told you in the pregame show, not afraid to be patient with this. They really like to work this basketball up to the high corners, into the free throw line, and try and work down a zone from there. Dawson Brock stops and pops from the left elbow, and it's good. Cole Dawson Brock knocks one down. Seagull St. Michael's takes a 7-4 lead on the shot from Cole Dawson Brock, his first basket of the game. Here comes Stevens, kicks it down into the corner to Wilcox, quickly back up to Lance. Ball fake, drives in, goes up, knocks it down. Cash Lance is cash early tonight. It's a 7-6 ball game as Lance gets his first bucket. Now it's a steal. Ramsey with the basketball. Ramsey loses it, gets picked up by Dawson Brock. Trades turnovers here, and it's Seagull St. Michael's with it. They'll run now, goes through the hands of Dawson Brock, gets tipped out by Lance. Steal for the Suns. Here comes Wilcox with it. Wilcox, coast to coast, goes up against contact, and we'll see the call. It's going to be a block against the sharpshooters. Foul will get whistled against number 22, Zach Ordner. That'll be his first of the game, first of the quarter here against Seagull St. Michael's, as Wilcox will step to the free throw line for Southeastern. Just underway in this one. It's been a fun up and down contest so far. Wilcox misses the first free throw. Brian Schulian barking out some instructions to his squad on the Suns bench. 19 wins, 4 losses. This team played about a dozen 2A squads throughout the season, did Southeastern. Beat 10 of them, including some very talented squads along the way, as the West Central portion of the state in 2A basketball is doubly tough. Wilcox gets the second free throw down. He's got 3 on the night. We're tied up at 7 here with 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Ballinger with the basketball, guarded out by Wilcox. They try to get it in. It's tipped and stolen away now. Here comes Lance with it up to Ramsey. Ramsey goes up with the right hand and good, and the Suns are back on top. Ramsey knocks it down. They give him 4. It's a 9-7 lead for the Suns. Dawson Brock with the basketball, almost stolen away by Ramsey. Picked back up by Ballinger, and Seagull St. Michael's will reset. Andrews with it. Back up top of the key. They work it now to Ordner. His 3 in and good. Zach Ordner knocks it down. The Sharpshooters living up to their name tonight as Ordner gets his first basket of the ball game. It's a 10-9 lead now for St. Michael's. They get the basketball down to Lance in the corner. Tries to drive baseline, gets some separation, goes up the block, and good. That's a tough play from Cash Lance. St. Michael's fans wanted a little bit of a push-off. They didn't get it. Cash Lance has 4. The Suns are back on top, 10-11 here. 2 minutes left to go in the first period. They are trying to extend this Sun zone, and we'll see if Southeastern falls for it. They get it down. Andrews, 3 in the corner. No good. Loose rebound gets caught up. Lance blocks the shot. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be St. Michael's basketball. Checking in here for St. Michael's for the first time, it's a 7th grade forward, number 35, Clayton Altgilbers, and he will set down Zach Ordner. Ballinger will inbound for the Sharpshooters. They get it back up. It's Altgilbers right in, and he gets a quick inbounds bucket. Clayton Altgilbers gets the deuce, and St. Michael's is back up 12-2. 12-11, on a 2-point basket from Altgilbers. Ramsey with the basketball, driving around the volleyball line, drives into the lane, gets double coverage, has to kick it out, finds Wilcox. He'll drive up and in. Wilcox gets it to go. Wilcox with another basket. He's got 5, and Augusta Southeastern back on top, 13-12. A fun first period so far here in our third place contest. Basketball, errant pass goes back into the backcourt, and it's loose, and we're going to show you that last basket here for Southeastern on our Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice move as Ramsey gets it back up. Wilcox drives in, gets it up, and the easy layup. More substitutions here for St. Michael's as Stevens has the basketball, gets it stripped away. Sharpshooters come with it. Altgilbers is on the floor, and we're going to get jump ball as Lance was able to get his hands on it as well. Possession arrow will favor the Sharpshooters here with 1:07 left to go in our opening period. Glad you're joining us alongside tonight here. State title games coming up. Don't go anywhere later on tonight. It'll be West Lincoln Broadwell taking on Ottawa Marquette Academy, and we're going to have an offensive foul that heads the other way on the illegal screen. That foul is going to go against number 11, Eli Walk. It'll be Walk's first, team second of the quarter against St. Michael's here in the first. Full court pressure now from St. Michael's as they work the basketball into Stevens. He'll drive on the sideline, gets it now back up to Ramsey. He'll keep driving, gets it all the way down to the baseline, tries to go, gets into double coverage, nowhere to go, and we'll get a jump ball. Nice defense from the Sharpshooters from Eli Walk, who didn't fall for the bait that time. And the Suns will retain possession here underneath their own hoop. Wilcox will inbound for Southeastern, trying to find Akers. They get the basketball to him. Loses it, picks it back up. Now back to Ramsey. Less than a minute to go. Wilcox, 3 ball is good. Wilcox is feeling it once again. It's a 16-12 basketball game for Wilcox now. He's got 8. St. Michael's looking for the retaliatory shot here to end the first. Ordner back over to Ballinger. Altgilbers at the free throw line. They'll work it back down now to Dawson Brock on the right side. Back up to Ballinger. 28 seconds left to go here in the first. Back up now. This is Zach Ordner with the basketball. They work it around. Dawson Brock guarded out by Lance. Nowhere to go. Now they get it into Altgilbers. Altgilbers goes up, can't finish. Flying in for the rebound, though, is Eli Walk. He'll get fouled, and he will go to the free throw line on a fantastic rebounding play. Foul for Southeastern is going to go against Nolan Stevens. That'll be his first, team first of the quarter here for Augusta. 14 seconds left in the basketball game. To the free throw line is going to be Eli Walk for 2 tries. First one up out of the right hand, bounce off the back of the iron, and no good. Sharpshooters will send men back into the lane for rebounding position. We'll get ready for the second one here. Barring a tie-up or a change of possession here in the last 15 seconds, it will be St. Michael's basketball as Elijah Whittier, 7th grade forward, is going to check in. Nope, they'll say wait. Didn't get him checked in time, the officials say. Walk with the second free throw. Goes up, no good. Stevens will grab the rebound for Southeastern. He'll get it out to Ramsey. They'll need to push now with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. Cross over to Stevens. Stevens fires it up from the left wing off the side of the iron. Rebound comes down into the hands of Ordner. 1 second left to go, and we're going to get a travel violation on Ballinger as he was looking ahead to make the pass. Southeastern will have a chance here with 0.8 of a second as now Whittier will check in for St. Michael's. He'll sit down Eli Walk. It's going to have to be a quick catch and shoot for Southeastern. Wilcox will inbound. They get it to Stevens. Fires it up from the corner, and it's no good. And that's how the end of the first quarter ends. It's Augusta Southeastern 16, Seagull St. Michael's 12. Don't go anywhere. We've got second quarter play-by-play coming up here in 1 minute.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
Welcome you back here to Central Junior High School in East Peoria, as Augusta Southeastern has a 4-point lead after 1 quarter of play over Seagull St. Michael's 16-12 here in our 7th grade Class 1A third place contest. Coming up after this one, it'll be West Lincoln Broadwell taking on Ottawa Marquette Academy in our championship game. Sharpshooters will have the basketball here to begin the second quarter. Hayden Wilcox leads the Suns with 8 points. Trenton Ballinger has 5 to pace the Sharpshooters. They get the basketball now down into the hands of Cole Dawsonbrock, who works it down against Ramsey. Picks the basketball up at midcourt, almost throws it away. Ballinger able to keep a hand on it. They work it down into Ordner on the baseline. This is Elijah Whittier. Shot is no good, and Lance will grab the rebound. He wants to push the tempo for Southeastern. Looking ahead, gets it down to Wilcox. Now back to Ramsey. Lance will reset the offense here for Southeastern. Drives with the left hand on the baseline, goes up. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Cash Lance is really a nice basketball player here for Southeastern. Alt Gilbers will grab the foul. It's going to be his first, team first of the quarter against the Sharpshooters. We remind you, as we remind ourselves, after 5 team fouls in a quarter, we go to the line for double bonus. There's no more 1-and-1 here in the land of Lincoln. Lance steps to the free throw line. First one is up and no good. We remind you about Dick's Sporting Goods. Visit IESA.org for an exclusive 20% off coupon at Dick's that you can use February 16th to 18th. And remember, fans, every season starts at Dick's. Lance eyes up the second free throw. Comes out of the right hand off the back of the iron. Rebound will be grabbed now by Aiden Herman. Checking in for the first time here for St. Michael's. Herman, a 7th grade forward, and he'll commit the travel. It'll be a quick turnover back to Southeastern. Max Niebuhr still pressing up here for St. Michael's. His team, 23 wins against 3 losses. One of them came here just on Saturday. Lance with the basketball, finds an opening, works it now down. This is Akers in the corner, kicks it back up to Stevens at the volleyball line. Less than a minute gone by here in the second. Stevens drives in, tries to find a teammate he thought maybe was going to be slashing underneath. Nobody was there. Ramsey kind of taps himself on the chest and says, "My bad." It'll be a turnover against Southeastern. St. Michael's trying to cut into a 4-point deficit here. They work the basketball now back down to Herman. Or he'll get tied up. And it'll be a jump ball. Possession will go back to Augusta Southeastern here. 5:07 left in the second quarter. Augusta Southeastern 16, Seagull St. Michael's 12 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. They get the basketball to Lance. He'll try and push quickly for Augusta Southeastern. Goes up and in on the nice climbing the ladder layup. Lance gets 2 more. It's a 6-point lead for the Suns. Lance has 6 alone. Dawson Brock gets it over. Herman with the 3 ball. And it's good. Aiden Herman answers. 15-18, a much-needed basket for the Sharpshooters as Herman gets his first 3 of the contest. Working in now, this is Wilcox. He's going to draw the foul as we show you the Northwestern Mutual replay on the other side as Herman will knock down 3 for the Sharpshooters to cut into this deficit. Checking in for the Sharpshooters, Ordner will come back into the basketball game. He'll sit down Eli Walk. 15-18 basketball game. Picking up the foul on the last one was Walk. That's his second of the game. Lance into the basketball. Goes up, shot no good. Rebound fought for. Herman and Lance have their hands on it. We'll get another jump ball. This one will go back to St. Michael's. Both teams take home a trophy tonight. One's going to take home a win on the last day of the season, and we've got a nice game so far to decide who's going to do that. Herman with the basketball, works it back up to Dawson Brock. Cross court over to Ballinger. Ballinger's shot off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down. This is Al Gilbers. Fights and throws it up, and now he's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. Clayton Al Gilbers doing yeoman's work in the paint here tonight once again for St. Michael's. Came off the bench the other night too and really did a nice job. The foul is going to go against Wilcox. It'll be his first, team first of the quarter, and we've got an Adams Fiber timeout. We're back here in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. You're watching junior high basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
We correct the scoreboard. The shot they gave Herman was a 2 instead of a 3. Al Gilbert steps to the free throw line here. He'll be at the line for 2. Trying to cut now into a 4-point deficit. And the first one is up, and it is good for Clayton Al Gilbert. He's got 3 points here on the evening. Seeing a more of speedy St. Michael's team here than we did a little bit in Saturday's quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. Very slow-paced contest against Lexington. They picked it up, though, in that semifinal against West Lincoln Broadwell. Ramsey with the basketball for Southeastern. He'll kick it down over to Wilcox. Tries to drive in on the zone. Back out to Cash Lance. His shot from long range is no good. And Ordner will grab the rebound for the Sharpshooters. Getting chased down. Wilcox almost steals it away. They get it to Dawson Brock. Spot up from the left wing. No good. Lance will grab the board for the Suns. He wants to push the pace now for Southeastern. Looking ahead, nothing there. Ramsey with the basketball. Trying to find Stevens. Now they do at the top of the key. 3:39 left here in the first half, and we'll get a foul whistle against Aiden Herman. For Herman, it'll be his first, team third against St. Michael's here in the second period. It'll be out of bounds for Southeastern in front of the Siegel bench. Wilcox looking for answers. Throws it over the hand of Cash Lance. He was stretched out trying to grab that one. Pass just went a little too wide. It'll be out of bounds back to St. Michael's. Both crowds here have really bought some fun student sections here. We see a lot of St. Michael's kids over to us on the right. And, of course, Southeastern got here really early. And that's what you like to see. Both school student sections enjoying themselves here in the state tournament. Herman drives baseline. Picks the basketball up. Gives it now to Dawson Brock. He goes so high up off the glass, it's no good. Ramsey will fight for the rebound and gets it. Has to wrestle it out of triple coverage. He'll find Stevens on the outlet. Stevens rushing down the sideline here for Southeastern. Behind the back dribble, gives it back to Ramsey. Wilcox with the basketball, drives in. Wilcox goes down deep, gives it out to Akers. Kicks it back out to Stevens. His three is good. Nice possession for Southeastern. They extend the lead. It's 21-15 as Stevens now gets his first 3 of the basketball game. He knocks down 5 of them in the quarterfinal. Max Niedrugi wants the timeout. We'll take it too. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts and Adams Fiber is your go-to when your computer goes down. Give them a call at 217-214-3423 or visit followthefiber.net for more. We are back here in 45 seconds.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their task. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
St. Michael's took the timeout. It's their first of the basketball game. Southeastern has burned one as well. We remind you, if you want to be an official, we've got the kids in the games, and all we need is you. Visit IESA.org to learn more about how you can become an official, or call the IHSA Officials Department at 309-663-6377. Without officials, we do not play. St. Michael's inbounds the basketball here. 2:54 left to go in the first half. Ordner gets it now into Outgilders. Outgilders goes up high off the glass, and it's good. Clayton Outgilders having a night. And now it's back to a 4-point deficit as Outgilders now has 5. Ramsey with the basketball, dribbling against the sharpshooter defense at the volleyball line. Now hands it off to Wilcox. Likes to go in on that left-hand penetration into the lane. Now they give it to Lance. Lance goes up strong, high off the glass. Cash Lance is a force that the sharpshooters are going to have to try and figure out here tonight. He's got 8, and Southeastern now has a 23-17 lead. Sharpshooters almost lose the basketball on the baseline. They get it up. This is Ordner. His 3 off the side of the iron is no good. Lance skies high for the rebound. Pushes it now down to a wide-open Stevens. Nolan Stevens gets the easy bucket, and it's going to be a 25-17 lead as Lance with a great look-ahead pass, and now it's stolen once again by the Suns. Ramsey with a shot. Up and good. Ramsey knocks down 2 more. Give him 6. 27-17. Largest lead of the game now for Southeastern is 10 with 1:46 to go in the first half. Ballinger with the basketball, works it over. Herman, 3-ball in and good. A much-needed answer for St. Michael's comes in the hands of Aiden Herman. He's got 5. That one definitely behind the line. It's 27-20. A fantastic, fun, up and down first half here in East Peoria. With the basketball is Ramsey. He'll run into the lane. Goes up high, gets fouled, and almost knocks it down. Does Ramsey, as we show you. Look at that last basket here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. As Lance was able to quickly find Stevens all the way on the long touchdown pass for Southeastern. At the line now is Ramsey. Crowd is loud here on both sides. And the first one is up and good. Dawson Brock picked up the foul. It's his first. Team first of the 4th of the quarter against the Sharpshooters. 28-20 basketball game as Ramsey knocks down the first. He's got 7 points and give him 8 as he knocks down the second. 29-20, Augusta Southeastern with the lead. Just a minute and change left to go here in the second quarter. They get the basketball now over to Walden Andrews. He loses the basketball as Lance gets his hands on it. It'll be a jump ball, and possession arrow will go to Southeastern as Andrews trying to find an outlet pass, put the basketball up in the air, and it went right into the hands of Lance, who's just got a few inches of height over it. .112 left to go here in the first half. We'll tell you all about it when we get to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. They try to get the basketball over to Wilcox. Nice job by Noah Plotz, who checks in for the first time here for St. Michael. 7th grade forward, all 7th graders here on this St. Michael's team. Augusta Southeastern has a handful of 6th graders on the squad, including Stevens. Carter Akers, also another one of those guys who checked into the starting lineup earlier this year after another injury to one of his teammates. Brian Schillian says Akers has really stepped into that role. Long 3 from Stevens is no good. Fight for the rebound now. Grabbed by the man we just told you about in Akers. Kicks it back out to Ramsey. 45 seconds left to go here in the second. Basketball almost stolen away by Ordner. Ramsey picks it back up for Southeastern. He'll reset, tries driving into the lane. Wilcox back out now. Long 3-ball top of the key for Lance is no good. Ramsey trying to chase it down. Throws it back in with one hand, but he'll run out of bounds beforehand. Line change here for the Sharpshooters. Dawson Brock, Herman, along with Walk will check back in for St. Michael's. 31 seconds left to go. St. Michael's has the basketball. Southeastern set up at the half-court line for defense. Ballinger with the basketball, gets it up to Walk at the free throw line. Guarded by Lance, they'll kick it back out to the top of the key and reset this one. Almost stolen away again by Southeastern. Herman drives baseline, goes up over Lance. Shot is no good. He gets his own ball, tips it up again, no good. Fight for the loose ball comes down to the hands of Eli Walk, and we'll get a jump ball as he gets tied up with Akers. Sharpshooters will have the basketball on the arrow. It's 9.9 left to go here in the second. Ballinger will inbound for St. Michael's, looking for somebody. Throws it up top of the key to Andrews. They get it to Walk. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Caught underneath the basket, nowhere to go. Walk tries to force it up, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the free throw line. Will Eli Walk with 2.6 left to go as we show you that one on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Walk will step to the free throw line. A couple of much-needed free throws here for the Sharpshooters. Foul will go against Lance. It'll be his first. Team second of the quarter against Southeastern. The first one is up, and it's good. For Eli Walk, that's his first point of the basketball game. Second one up, no good. Lance skies again for the rebound. Gets it to Ramsey. He won't put up a shot, and we've reached the halftime break. Halftime here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show as Augusta Southeastern leads Seagull St. Michael's 29-21 in the third place contest. When we come back after a couple of minutes, we'll give you some halftime statistics and tell you more about this one. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball Championships live on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
We welcome you to the Little Jess Motors halftime show at East Peoria Central Junior High School, where Augusta Southeastern holds a 29-21 lead over Seagull St. Michael's in our 7th grade Class 1A third place contest. We remind you, West Lincoln Broadwell coming up against Ottawa Marquette Academy. That'll be our championship game, scheduled to tip off sometime around 7:30 p.m. It's been a rainy afternoon here, and they expect to have a few more thunder and rain here in the area in Peoria. So we'll see if they don't try to start things a little bit early tonight, if available, to keep people moving back to their homes tonight. Give you a little bit of a scoring rundown here, as it's been a really fun basketball game here in the first half. For the leading team right now, Augusta Southeastern, Hayden Wilcox has 8, Cash Lance has 8, Nolan Stevens has 5, and Hudson Ramsey has 8 for Brian Schulle and Sons. They have burned one timeout here in the first half. On the opposite side for Max Niebrugge's sharpshooters from Seagull St. Michael's, Cole Dawson-Brock with 2, Trenton Ballinger with 5, Eli Walk has 1, Aiden Herman has 5, Zach Ordner has 3, and Clayton Outgilbers has 2. Remind you of Little Jess Motors, located in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is dedicated to making the car buying process simple and easy for you and making sure your needs are satisfied. Learn more online at littlejessmotor.com. And if you happen to be in the Quincy area, stop by and see them in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. We remind you, if you're watching this broadcast here tonight, you're already locked in for this weekend's 8th grade state tournaments coming up. Central Illinois Sports will have crews at all 4 sites, 1A through 4A, just like we do tonight. You can also tap in and watch any of the other games happening here tonight. So if you'd like to tap on that 4A contest, go ahead and put it on your tablet or your cell phone and sit it beside you. Get yourself your favorite snack and your coldest drink and get settled in for more fun junior high basketball here with us this evening. But again, if you are already watching us tonight, you're already paid and good to go for the 8th grade contest, starting at 10 a.m. with quarterfinals on Saturday morning, and then we'll have semifinals from all 4 sites coming up around 5 p.m. at each respective location. You're watching Little Jess Motor Halftime Show. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more action here from East Peoria as Augusta Southeastern leads Seagull St. Michael's. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a few minutes.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Welcome to the Best of Pet Olympics 2024, sponsored by the Love Your Pet sale at your local farm and home supply. First up, we've got the gold medal champion in speed eating. It's Ollie. Good thing more than a dozen brands of dog food are on sale. Next is Ellie, the gold medal winner in squeaker ruination. She's backed by 25% off all pet toys. And here's Moses, the gold medal winner in treat finding. He's going to love the 10% off sale on select dog treats. Check out all the deals for the Love Your Pet sale at farmandhomesupply.com.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motor Halftime Show, as we're still in the halftime break here between Augusta Southeastern and Seagull St. Michael. The Suns lead by 8, 29-21, and what is a very balanced scoring affair on both sides. 3 Suns with 8 points apiece, 3 sharpshooters with 5 points apiece, and if you add it all up, that just about makes up our difference here. If you're the sharpshooters coming out of the halftime break, you haven't done a bad job defensively. You'll probably need to clamp down a little bit more on Cash Lance. He's really seemed to dictate the tempo here on both sides of the basketball, grabbing several rebounds for the Suns and also really able to penetrate and get into the lane on the offensive side. They'll also try to have to get an extra hand here on Wilcox as well on the sharpshooters. For the Suns, defensively, really nice first half here. Seagull St. Michael has shot probably the best we've seen them all tournament so far, and they're going to have to try and clamp down a little bit on that, maybe shut down some of that baseline defense as we get ready to start the second half. We'll take a 30-second break when we come back. It's second half action here from East Peoria. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball Championships on Central Illinois Sports.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with that, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose Dot.
Getting you ready for live action here in the second half from Central Junior High School. It'll be the starting 5 stepping out for the sharpshooters. In the home whites tonight out of Sigel, Illinois, they'll be moving left to right on your device screen. Southeastern Sun sent out their starting 5 as well. They're in the road blues with gold trim numbers and letters. They'll be moving now from right to left. Wilcox will inbound and get it to Ramsey, and we're underway here in the second half. He'll work the basketball down over now into Lance. Bullies up, spin move up, and it's going to be a traveling violation as he took one too many steps. And it'll be a quick turnover against Southeastern, and that's how we start our second half. For Seagull St. Michael's, just 2 losses on the season. One came to Effingham St. Anthony, the other a close nail-biter, a 33-31 loss to Newton Jasper County. Southeastern gets the steal. Ramsey misses the layup after a little bit of contact. It's a loose ball on the ground, and the officials are just going to blow this one a jump ball, and we'll reset, and the basketball will go to the sharpshooters. On the opposite side for Augusta Southeastern, some losses this season came to Table Grove VIT, a 36-30 loss. Colchester West Prairie, who was in the 2A state tournament, a 41-38 loss. Mount Sterling Brown County, who will be a very talented power in the 8th grade tournament this weekend, lost to them 25-23. And Hardin Calhoun, their other loss, a 33-20 affair. Shot is no good. It's going to go out of bounds for the sharpshooters, and the Suns will get an opportunity to extend this lead here. Southeastern has led by as many as 10 in this contest at 27-17. They'll hand it off to Ramsey. He'll get instructions from head coach Brian Schillian and work the basketball up to the midcourt line. Dribbles around Ballinger. Now over to Wilcox instead. Ballinger gets a hand on it, and he'll knock it out of bounds, and the Sun will have to reset here with 5:09 left to go in the third. This is probably also the best defensive effort of the weekend that we have seen from St. Michael's as well. They did a really nice job against their games in the quarterfinals and semifinals, but have a little more pep in their step, able to get those hands just a little sharper in the passing lanes here tonight as they're trying to keep the Suns here at bay. Basketball went out of bounds off of St. Michael's. It'll be Southeastern basketball as they get it into Lance. He goes up strong with the right hand. Scoop shot, rolls around the rim and good. Another tough play for Cash Lance as he puts it in. It's back to a 10-point lead, 31-21. For Lance now, he's got 10 points, the first player in double figures here tonight. Stolen away, now it's Wilcox. Wilcox on the run, goes up, tries to pass it into Ramsey. It'll go out of bounds as Ordner got his hands on it, and we'll show you that last basket from Cash Lance on our Northwestern Mutual replay. Lance is a real strong kid, takes the ball up high with a big scoop shot. That's a tough shot for a 7th grader. Lance gets the basketball, works it back out to Ramsey. Thought about the long shot. Instead, they'll throw it up to Stevens. Stevens drives in, high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Akers. He'll force it up. Can't get the basket to fall. And Dawson Brock will grab the rebound here for St. Michael's. They get it into Ballinger, and now he's going to get fouled 80 feet away from the opposite hoop. As Stevens and Lance were in on the double team, and the officials are going to give that one to Lance. For Lance, it'll be his second, team first of the quarter against Southeastern. 4:20 left to go here in the third. Stolen away now. Lance gets a hand on it. Stops at the three-point line, hesitate, dribble, drives in, goes up with the right hand, no good, but he will get fouled again and go to the free throw line, and St. Michael's is really having trouble finding an answer tonight for Cash Lance. Dawson Brock will pick up the foul. That's going to be his second, team second of the quarter against St. Michael's. Lance will step to the free throw line. He's got 10 points on the evening, looking to extend Southeastern's 10-point lead. First free throw is up. Goes in and good. 11 points for Lance. The lead for the Suns is now 11. Brian Chillian says Cash Lance has really stepped up and played in some big games this season for the Suns. A really nice shooter, able to drive to the hole, and of course takes up a lot of space here for Southeastern and makes it really tough on the defensive side for the interior play of other teams. Long three ball on the way from the sharpshooter is no good. Shot up and good as Ballinger gets the rebound. He puts it in. Trenton Ballinger's got 7, and it's back to a 32-23 lead as we're going to get a foul in the backcourt here against the sharpshooters. Excuse me, that's going to go against the Suns, excuse me. Nope, they're going to whistle Ballinger for that. Sorry about that, folks. It'll be his first. Team second now for St. Michael's. Ramsey with the basketball, guarded by Ballinger. Crosses the midcourt line, takes a few dribbles, crosses over to the left now. Barks out the instructions to his team, gives it down to Stevens. Tries to drive baseline, nothing there as he's cut off by Ordner. 3:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Southeastern leading now by 9. Ramsey looking for somewhere to go with it, has an official's count, has to move with it. Picks up the basketball, tries to toss it out to Stevens. Gets stolen away, Ordner with it. Goes coast to coast but can't finish the layup. And Lance will grab another rebound here for Southeastern, and he'll be fouled underneath the opposite basket. As picking up the foul is going to be Alt Gilbers. Alt Gilbers will be his second foul of the game, second of the quarter. Or excuse me, third against St. Michael's. Lance will get it across the time stripe. 11 points on the night for Lance. Pop, stops Wilcox. Nice shot for Wilcox. 34-23, the lead's back to 11. Wilcox now in double figures with 10. They work the basketball inside, try to get it to Alt Gilbers, gets tipped away, and they'll go out of bounds. St. Michael's will inbound underneath their own hoop here. Max Niebuhrge will take the timeout for St. Michael's. It's the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too for the fastest internet experience available. That's Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. Follow thefiber.net to learn more. We're back here in 30 seconds.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
We remind you that the IESA Scholar Attitude Award will be awarded to at least 15 students from each of the IESA geographic divisions. To learn how a student from your school can be named a winner of the IESA Scholar Attitude Award, visit www.iesa.org. The winners will receive their awards at the IESA Recognition Banquet in Bloomington coming up in April. Sharpshooters take the timeout. It's their second of the contest. Firing up the long three was Ballinger. It's no good. And who else grabs the board for Southeastern but Cash Lance? Stevens will push the pace here for the Suns. Picks the basketball up. Cross-court pass over to Ramsey, and he'll reset the offense from the Wildcat head here at Central Junior High. Lance drives in, goes up, draws the contact, and that's going to be a charge on Cash Lance as Eli Walk takes one for the Sharpshooters. You'll get a look at it here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. A nice job by Eli Walk, who has really had a nice tournament here for St. Michael's. Herman will check back in for St. Michael's. Sitting down will be Noah Plotz. For the foul, it's Lance's third of the contest, second of the quarter against Augusta Southeastern. And we're going to get a quick turnover here on St. Michael's. Every time St. Michael's is able to get a turnover or stop, they just haven't been able to convert enough of those into points here to cut into this deficit. Lance will fire one up from the corner, and he gets a big answer after the big charge foul. Cash Lance knocks down another one from long range. It's a 14-point lead for Augusta Southeastern, their largest of the game, and Lance has 14 alone. Ball will go out of bounds. Walk was trying to get it to somebody else, and it rolls out of off his knee. And now it's going to be full court pressure here from the sharpshooters. Elijah Whittier will check back in for St. Michael's. Sitting down will be Eli Walk after taking a big charge from Cash Lance. They work the basketball into Stevens. He quickly has a lane, runs to the right side. Now disses down into Akers. Akers goes up with it and finishes. And the Southeastern Suns fans love that one. Carter Akers gets his first basket, I believe, of the tournament. He's got two. It's a 39-23 lead. As quickly answering on the opposite side was Alt Gilbers. Alt Gilbers has 8 after the 3. It's a 26-39 basketball game. 13-point lead for Southeastern. Stolen away now for Ballinger. He tries to force it in. Stevens gets a hand on it. Ordner picks it up. He's going to fall on the floor, and they say that'll be a travel. St. Michael's fans wanted a foul on the contact. They don't get it. Instead, it'll be Suns basketball, and Brian Schullian takes the timeout for Southeastern. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We're back in 60 seconds here on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Brian Schullian takes the timeout. It's the second of the game for Southeastern. St. Michael's has also stopped the game twice. West Lincoln Broadwell and Ottawa Marquette Academy should be a pretty fun championship matchup. We'll have that for you scheduled right around 7:30. We may be a few minutes late the way we're pacing here in this one. Suns will inbound after the turnover as Ramsey surveys the field, and he'll take it across the time stripe for Southeastern. Works it back over to Stevens. Ball fake, baseline drive. Stick is out from the block. Now back to Lance. He'll drive baseline. Goes up against Alt Gilbers. Shot's no good. Alt Gilbers will grab the rebound for the sharpshooters. Gets tipped away by Ramsey now. Steal for the Suns. Ramsey fires up the 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. It's a loose ball. Fight for the rebound. Akers comes down with it, and the Suns get a second opportunity here with 1:10 left to go in the third. Stevens, 3 ball from the corner. Can't hit the mark there. Rebound for Lance. Lance gets one dribble down and good. Cash Lance is having a state tournament style night. It's a 41-26 lead for Lance. Now he has 16 points to lead all scorers. Stolen away now for Ramsey. Ramsey on the run. Goes up for the right hand off the rim. No good. Gets tipped away from Wilcox. Lance will fire up another 3. It's no good. And the rebound will be grabbed by Herman for the sharpshooters. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Sharpshooters need an answer. Ballinger's 3 won't be it on that one. It's saved in by Ordner. Long outlet pass from Lance to Stevens. Stevens will go up for the easy deuce. And another big play for Southeastern. 43-26, their largest lead of the ball game. Stevens now has 7. Driving in is Ballinger. Goes up. Shot off the glass is no good. He hits the deck. Basketball's going to go out of bounds. It'll remain in the hands of St. Michael's, as we'll show you that last play from Lance on the touchdown pass all the way to Nolan Stevens. He'll put it up for the easy layup, and Southeastern is rolling here in the third quarter. Whittier will check back in for St. Michael's. They kick the basketball back out to Ordner. Down in the corner is Andrews with it. Gets it to Alt Gilbers at the free throw line. They try to force it down just a little short, and Ordner couldn't keep his hands on it. And this Southeastern defense is really starting to suffocate the sharpshooters at this point in the basketball game. 7.3 seconds left to go. They'll toss it high up into the hands of Lance. He'll start run with it. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Got to get a shot up. Fader from the right wing, no good. And Andrews will grab the rebound, and that's the end of 3 quarters of play. Augusta Southeastern 43, Seagull St. Michael's 26. We've got fourth quarter play-by-play action coming up for you here in 1 minute.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agriservice Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time. That's Logan Agriservice. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agriservice, serving agriculture since 1962.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
It'll be St. Michael's basketball to begin the fourth quarter here from our 7-1A third place contest in Central Junior High School at East Peoria. Leading the way for Augusta Southeastern, Cash Lance has 16. Hayden Wilcox has 10. Hudson Ramsey right behind him with 8 points. On the other side for St. Michael's, Clayton Outgilbers has 8. Trenton Ballinger has 7. St. Michael's has got to come up with some answers fast here in our last 6 minutes of the basketball game. Andrews with the basketball, picks it up top of the key, works it back over now to Whittier, who quickly works it back into Andrews. He knocks it down for the quick two. It's 43-28 for Andrews, his first points of the basketball game and the tournament. The Suns trying to bring home their first trophy in a long time to Hancock County. They're going to lose the basketball there as Lance got tripped up on the ground. Sharpshooters pick it up. Here comes Herman with it. 20th appearance in school history for Southeastern here tonight, as they'll bring home a trophy. And the way things are going, they might bring home third place. Max Nieberg wants to take the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. We're right back here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Sharpshooters take the timeout. It's their third of the contest. Brian Shullian said that his team really prides itself on defense, and that's a testament here tonight because St. Michael's has racked up some points on some teams. They regularly score anywhere between about 40 to 43 points. They've racked up as many as 78 in the contest against Altamont. They've also crossed the 50-point mark a couple of times as they scored 50 to 16 over Neoga and also defeated Louisville North Clay 51-26. But this Suns defense is making things just a little more difficult to get the ball in the basket here tonight for St. Michael's. Southeastern has the basketball here. 4:51 left to go in this one. Stevens with it, will hand it back off to the curly blonde-haired Ramsey. To Wilcox now. He'll drive into the lane, picks it up the free throw line, kicks it out to Stevens. He'll drive in, up and under with the right hand off the side of the iron. He'll get his own rebound. Goes up again, can't finish that time. Herman will grab the rebound. Sharpshooters want to run. Here comes Herman. Goes coast to coast, goes up with the left hand, and good. Aiden Herman goes coast to coast after the rebound in the bucket, and it's 43-30. And for Herman now, give him 7 points on the night. Lance with the basketball for Southeastern. Spin move, drives up with the right hand. Almost too easy at this point for Cash Lance. He is having a night. 15-point lead for the Suns. 18 in the ball game here for number 24. As the Sharpshooters get that one tipped out of bounds, they'll regain possession underneath their own basket. They kick it back in. Basketball goes to stolen away. Akers comes up with it. Fight now on the floor for it, and we'll get a jump ball. And possession will go back to Seagull St. Michael's. For St. Michael's, if I read everything right, this is the first time that they've been back in the tournament since 2018. When they were here, they won the whole darn thing. Al Gilbert flashes in the lane, nothing there. He'll get it out to Ordner on the outlet pass. They try to get it into Al Gilbert again. Comes into the hands of Walk after getting tipped, and he'll get fouled by Cash Lance. Lance is going to pick up his 4th personal foul. For Southeastern, that's going to be their first of the basketball game, and Eli Walk steps to the line. Walk has 1 point here on the evening. And the first one is up, rolls around the rim, and it is good. Eli Walk has 7 points, make it 9 out here in the tournament, and misses the second free throw. It's going to go off the hands of Al Gilbert as he was trying to chase down the rebound, and basketball goes back to the Southeastern Suns. 45-31 our score here. 3:45 left to go in the contest. Ramsey, crossover dribble, works to the right side, tries to toss it into Lance, and a hustling Clayton Al Gilbert gets his hand in it. We've seen some nice defense from all 8 teams here in this tournament. And kids like Clayton Al Gilbert, who probably don't score all the points for this team all the time, really do a lot on the defensive and rebounding end. He has really had a fun tournament to watch on the defensive side. Ramsey picks up the basketball. Akers loses a hand on it. It gets stolen away. Herman with it. Goes up with the right hand. He doesn't finish on the layup. Walk gets the rebound. He'll go up and get fouled. And Eli Walk will step back to the free throw lines. We show you that last action here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. You see the loss by Herman. Eli Walk gets the rebound, goes up, and he'll get fouled and heads to the free throw line. 45-31 our score here. The foul goes against Akers. It's his first of the contest. Walk at the line. First one is up and does not fall. Crowd starting to file in here just a little bit. We expect to see several more from the Lincoln area here filing in just a little bit, as West Lincoln Broadwell will be in the championship game. Walk misses both free throws. Stevens will grab the rebound. Outlet pass comes into the hands of Wilcox. He'll find the point guard in Ramsey, who will take it across the timeline with 3:15 left to go in regulation. Wilcox drives in, back up to Lance. Pass to Stevens. Shot is off the back of the iron. Lance grabs another rebound. That one stolen away as Herman got a hand on it. Here comes Ballinger. Collides into Stevens. Officials let him play on. They get it up to Lance, and now the officials are going to whistle the ball dead. And we're going to have a technical foul issued against Max Niebrugge, who strongly disagreed with the last play. Brian Schulian collects the Suns. There is no basket on the play. So they collided into Stevens midcourt. There was no call. They lost the basketball. The officials let them play on, and Niebrugge took exception with that one. Stevens will be at the line here for Southeastern for the technical free throws. He'll knock down the first, and that makes it a 46-31 basketball game. Stevens now has 8. That'll count as a team foul against St. Michael's. They have not put it up on the board yet, as they have 2 up for the Suns, and that should not be correct. Stevens knocks them both down. It's a 16-point basketball game. Stevens now pushing double figures. He's got 9. A very balanced scoring attack here on both sides tonight, and Southeastern will retain possession following the technical foul. Ramsey picks it up. Nowhere to go with it, and Brian Schulian will call a timeout. We'll take the Adams Fiber timeout 2. For the best internet experience available, Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to a gigabit. That means you'll never buffer when watching us on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net for more. We are back in 15 seconds.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Brian Schulian takes the timeout for the Suns. That's his 3rd of the contest. Each team should have 2 remaining here in the last 2:51 of regulation. St. Michael's is a nice basketball team. Really like the play of Trenton Ballinger. Really like Clayton Altgilbers inside. A lot of hustle players here in Eli Walk, Zach Ordner, and more. Just running into a little bit of a defensive juggernaut here tonight from Southeastern. Stevens with the basketball, picks it up at the left elbow, kicks it back out to Ramsey. He'll eye the rest of his teammates and reset the offense. Drives in on the left side, pulls up into a double team and has to kick it back out. Wilcox will take it. Crossover dribble for Ramsey. Drives in, goes up, gets blocked out of bounds by Ballinger, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll remain Suns basketball on the nice play from Trenton Ballinger. 2:23 left to go here in our ball game. Basketball gets tipped away. Lance will chase it down. He's out at midcourt, now guarded by Altgilbers. Stevens picks it up, gives it to Lance. Lance runs in and goes up. A streaking Cash Lance knocks down two more. It's 49-31, largest lead of the basketball game, and the officials will call a timeout here as Lance is on the floor. And they're going to take a look here at Cash Lance. We'll show you a look at that last replay here as Cash Lance able to rush inside on a nice move to get that last layup. Lance is still on the ground. We'll take a quick break, folks. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. Southeastern leading 49-31 on Central Illinois Sports.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Well, Cash Lance refused to stay on the ground any longer. He was reaching up to the trainer and said, "Get me up. We've got a trophy to hopefully win here." So they're going to help him off the floor as he is favoring that right ankle very, very much. Really under some pain here. We can kind of see him wincing just a little bit. If that's going to be into the night for Cash Lance, he's had a night. He's got 20 points of the Suns' 49 here with 2:09 left to go. Braden Hubbard, a 7th grade forward, checks in for the first time wearing number 11. He'll be at the top of the Suns zone, and here come the sharpshooters as we get back to action. They get it to Altgilbert. Spin move into double trouble. Goes off the glass, no good. Fighting for his own rebound. He'll get caught up with Hubbard in it, and there's going to be a foul whistled here against the Suns. Foul will go against Hubbard. That's going to be his first of the game. Be the third. They have the third, but that can't be right because they still don't have a team foul up for Siegel. But we'll keep playing on. Altgilbers with the basketball, goes up high, and he'll finish. 33-49. Clayton Altgilbers with the basket now. He's got 10 for the Suns, or for this sharpshooter squad. Driving in is Stevens. Loses the basketball. Stolen away from Altgilbers. Altgilbers trying to go coast to coast. Chased down by Wilcox, and Wilcox will get it. But he'll step out of bounds. It'll remain St. Michael's basketball with 1:34 left to go. They get the basketball in. Ordner fought about the three, drives in baseline. He'll go up and he will get fouled as Carter Akers will draw the call. For Akers, it'll be his second of the basketball game, fourth of the quarter here against Southeastern. Ordner will step to the free throw line. 3 points here on the evening for Zach Ordner. Misses the first free throw. Ordner in the tournament has 3 outside of this one, so give him 6 points here in the tournament so far. Second free throw, eyed up, comes out of the hands of the right hand and then down through the hoop. It's a 49-34 basketball game as Ordner now has 4. They get Ramsey trapped way away from the basket. Finally gets it up to Wilcox, and he'll work it up the court. Bounce pass over to Stevens. Drives on the sideline, had an opening, and now there'll be a foul in the backcourt against St. Michael's, as Al Gilbers will pick up the foul. That's going to be his third. Team second of the quarter here for St. Michael's. Noah Plotz will check back into the basketball game here for St. Michael's, as they get the basketball into Ramsey. Stevens with it on the right wing. Takes a few dribbles. Now it's going to be a double dribble as he picked it up after the dribble. Thought he might have got it tipped away. I think that's what he believes happened. The officials say there was no contact. St. Michael's will get some substitutes in here. Kyle Crake, a 7th grade forward, will step in wearing jersey number 40. And the St. Michael's fans applauding some of their kids' efforts here. Jackson Crampy will also check in, a 7th grade guard wearing number 12. A long three ball from Ordner is no good. Stevens will come up with the rebound. Looking ahead, finds Wilcox. Wilcox tries to chase it down, keeps it in bounds. It's stolen away now. Coming up the ball is Plotz. 52 seconds left in this one. And we'll get a quick rotation timeout from St. Michael's. As checking in is going to be Andrews coming back in along with Whittier. And they'll give Al Gilbers along with Ordner a chance to take a seat and get the round of applause from their team. Southeastern will get a line change in here as well, as their fans will applaud their boys' efforts as they're going to take home third place tonight. Easton Allensworth will check in, number 3, along with number 22, Connor Griswold, number 15, Carter Lilly, and number 50, Alex Rushell. I believe we've got everybody. If we've missed somebody, we'll catch him here. Three ball on the way out of the hands of Crampy is no good. Loose ball rebound comes in. Noah Rushell is also checked in for Southeastern wearing number 13. 40 seconds to go. The Southeastern student section enjoying themselves as they've watched their team put on a pretty good performance here tonight. And a lot of that coming on the hands of Cash Lance. Rushell with the basketball, hands it back out now into Noah Rushell. 30 seconds. He's trying to dribble up the court here. Gets pressured and will get a foul here in the backcourt. Nope. The FAR official says it's a 10-second backcourt violation. It will be a turnover here against the Suns. Southeastern's going to take home third place tonight. They will improve to a record of 20 wins, 4 losses here on the season. Seagull St. Michael will fall to 23-4. Nothing to hang their heads about as they take home their first trophy since 2018. Long three ball on the way out of the hands of Plotz is no good, and the rebound grabbed by Craig. We'll get another jump ball. The sharpshooters will get another crack at it here with 17 seconds left to go. We'll wrap this one up on the Blessing Health System postgame show, give you final scoring totals, and then we'll get you ready for the championship game. Ottawa Marquette Academy taking on West Lincoln Broadwell coming up at 7:30. Shot up and no good. Rebound fought for. Grabbed now by Walden Andrews. He'll kick it back up. Three ball on the way for Noah Plotz is off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound grabbed. Whittier almost had it. Andrews goes up with it. He can't finish on the layup. And that's how our basketball game will end. In the third place game for 7th grade Class 1A, Augusta Southeastern defeats Seagull St. Michael's 49-34. We've reached the Blessing Health System postgame show. We'll come back with some final scoring and more as you're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball Championships live on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Kroc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
We welcome you back here on the Blessing Health System post-game show. For over 140 years, Blessing Health System has been delivering quality care to those in need in the West Central Illinois area, along with Northeast Missouri and Southeast Iowa. From primary and medical care, cancer care, surgical, women's health, men's health, and a whole lot more, visit blessinghealth.org to learn more. And they are setting some things out here as they're going to go ahead and do the trophy presentations for both of these teams. Let's tell you about final scoring here tonight for the Southeastern Suns. Carter Akers finishes with 2, Hayden Wilcox with 10, Nolan Stevens with 9, Hudson Ramsey with 8, and the big man of the night, Cash Lance, finishes with 20 points for the Southeastern Suns, who improved to 20-4 with a third-place finish. On the opposite side for Seagull St. Michael's, Walden Andrews finishes with 2, Cole Zossenbrock with 2, Trenton Ballinger with 7, Eli Walk with 2, Aiden Herman with 7, Zach Ordner with 4, Clayton Outgilbers with 10 to lead the scoring here tonight for the Sharpshooters. We will get things set here as they're getting ready for our trophy presentation. We'll stay on air so you can let these kids enjoy their moment with you sitting at home tonight, as all of the hard work from this season pays off, as they will both take home state trophies to their respective schools to put in the trophy case here.
Before we begin the team awards, we would first like to recognize those athletes who displayed outstanding sportsmanship during the IESA 7th grade boys basketball state tournament. A sportsmanship pin will be awarded to one member of each team.
Getting ready to award the sportsmanship pins to one member of each team here today. This is something they do all the way from the regional level now, all the way up through the state tournament. And whomever shows the best displays of sportsmanship and good attitude and fair play is usually the recipient of these.
Please step forward to receive your sportsmanship pin. Number 11, Eli Walk from St. Michael's.
And for Seagull St. Michael's, that's going to be Eli Walk. And I'll tell you what, that's as hardworking of a kid as we've seen in this tournament. And on the opposite side for Southeastern, it's going to be number 14, Hayden Wilcox, receiving the sportsmanship pin. You'll see those photos on the IESA Facebook page. Visit them on Facebook, and you can check out more, along with all the other winners across the state of the Illinois here this year. Once we're done here with the trophy presentation, we'll reset our stream. We'll come back for the championship game. It'll be West Lincoln Broadwell along with Ottawa Marquette Academy in what we think should be a really fun contest.
The playing area for the presentation of the 3rd and 4th place individual and team awards for the 2024 IESA 7th grade class 1A boys basketball state final tournament. Medallions will be awarded first to members of both teams, and then followed by the presentation.
So they'll hand out the medallions here first. They'll start with 4th place and then 3rd place. For Seagull St. Michael, superintendent is Father Highland Smith. Mr. Nick Nieberg serves as principal and athletic director. 34 students in 7th and 8th grades here out of Shelby County in Sigel, Illinois. As the Sharpshooters again finish with a record of 23 wins, 4 losses. And they'll bring home a 4th place trophy here tonight.
He's also the athletic director. Superintendent, Mr. Highland Smith. Head coach, Matt Nieberg. Assistant coach, Chris Ungren. Assistant coach, Troy Cone. And assistant coach, Baden Young.
Coaching staff and administration have received their medals. We'll get all the kids here for you. Down the roster, number 3, Walden Andrews. Number 4, Cole Dawsonbrock. Number 5, Elijah Whittier. Number 10 is Trenton Ballinger. Number 11, Eli Walk. Number 12, Jackson Crampy. Number 13, Noah Plotz. Number 20, Aiden Herman. Number 22, Zach Ordner. Number 35, Clayton Allgilbers. And number 40, Kyle Craig, all receiving medals here tonight for the Sharpshooters. All the sharpshooters have their medals. We'll get to the third place winners here tonight. That's going to be the Southeastern Suns here in just a second.
Now please meet the sons of Augusta Southeastern, who finished the season in third place with a final record of 20 wins and 5 losses. Here are the administration, coaches, players, and managers for Augusta Southeastern.
As the Suns get ready to accept their awards, Superintendent is Tisha Lance, Principal Mr. Tim Kerr, Mrs. Kimberly Harrison, Mr. Kyle Rigg serves as the athletic director here for Southeastern. 75 students strong in grades 7 and 8. That is the maximum enrollment here for Class 1A in the state of Illinois this year for out of Southern Hancock County. Here for the Suns, Brian Schullian steps forth to accept his trophy, his medal. And Kevin Winters, the assistant here at Southeastern, as they'll get you ready to meet all of the Southeastern Suns here. We'll go down the roster for you as well. Number 3 is Easton Allensworth. Number 11, Braden Hubbard. Number 12, Carter Akers. Number 13, Noah Rushell. Number 14, Hayden Wilcox. Number 15, Carter Lilly. Number 22, Connor Griswold. Number 24, Cash Lance. Number 32, Nolan Stevens. Number 33 is Hudson Ramsey. Number 43, Aiden Bourgeois. And number 50 is Alex Rushell. You see Cash Lance, he has got his knee wrapped up with some ice there and a little bit of an assisting chair to get up and down the court, as Nolan Stevens is the man to walk him down the line, and that's what a good teammate does. This Southeastern squad finishes up with 20 wins and 4 losses. Several of those wins came against 2A schools, bigger, stronger schools, but they were to win 10 of those games here. And they came into this state tournament with a goal. It's to bring home a trophy. They would have liked to have got to the championship game, lose a heartbreaker in the semifinal, but they're going to take home third place as the Sharpshooters receive their 4th place trophy, the first since 2018 for Seagull St. Michael. And now the captains for Southeastern will step aside for Southeastern. They'll come up and get their trophy as well. Congratulations to the Suns. Congratulations to the Sharpshooters. We are going to step aside here for a couple of minutes on Central Illinois Sports. They are going to allow parents some time to get some photos. When we come back, it's our state championship contest. It'll be the Wolverines of West Lincoln Broadwell taking on the Knights of Ottawa Marquette Academy. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the IESA Boys Basketball Championships live on Central Illinois Sports.